Ha Devi Kakuvaragatgara Yadyavacha Yache Nipatya Bhuvidandava Rudpatarti Asya Prasadam Abudasya Janasya Kritva Gandharavike Jagane Gananam Videhi Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Smeraha Samurali Manohara Radhika Rasika Kripanidhe Swapriya Charanam Kinkarim Kuru. Ho Bhagyam Nanda Gopa Vrajokasam Yanmitranga Paramanandam Purnanga Brahma Sanatanam. Bola Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Guruji Maharaja ki jai, Shri Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Samasta Rupanu Guru Varga ki jai, Saparshad Gaur Hari ki jai, Jai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Dandavad Pranams, Jai Shri Gurudev. So we are starting our Vancouver Harikatha Srila Gurudev Mahotsav. All glories to Srila Gurudev's Harikatha. This is our aim and object, our object of all our love and devotion. Right? So, we're going to read from Srila Gurudev's Katha spoken here in Vancouver. So this is our service. This is called Srila Gurudev's Vani Mandir, the temple of Gurudev's divine teachings, his divine words. So we're transcribing every lecture recorded of Srila Gurudev from his world tours. We've done 1996, 10 volumes, 97, 98, now we're doing 1999. We've published 27, and we're in the process of publishing the next 15, as well as 5 volumes so far from when Gurudev returned to India from 1996, from Hindi to English, which are very sweet, beautiful Harikatha. So this Harikatha of Srila Gurudev is very powerful. Satam prasangam mama virya sambido. The descriptions of Sri Krishna spoken by pure devotees. The descriptions of Krishna's pastimes spoken by the pure devotees of Krishna. Bhavanti hritkarna rasayana katha. That nectarful Harikatha enters through the ears. Bhavanti hritkarna rasayana katha. That creates a spiritual revolution. Right? Everyone wants revolution. Everyone wants a better life, better world. But material problems don't have material solutions. They need spiritual solutions. So the spiritual solution is hearing Harikatha from these transcendental personalities. So we are followers and disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, and it is our service to help build his transcendental mission, right? And inspire, encourage his spiritual family, and give strength, inspiration, and empowerment, right? This is Mahaprabhu's instruction. Everyone should become themselves benefited by Krishna consciousness and help others. This is Mahaprabhu's desire. Practice yourself and help everyone. So this is our message. How will we do that? By taking shelter of Srila Gurudev. Gurudev's potency is there. Gurudev's power is there. What is our power? Whatever power we have is the accumulation of our karma, our ideas, our activities, our strength. But Gurudev's power is transcendental. We take shelter of Srila Gurudev, we hear his Harikatha, we repeat his Harikatha. So this is our Vani Mandir tour. So everywhere we go, like yesterday, last night, we spoke from Gurudev's Seattle Katha. Right? Eugene will speak from Gurudev's Eugene Katha. Vancouver, we speak from Gurudev's Vancouver Katha. Then life is very easy. Very simple. No need our ideas, our speculation. What does Gurudev say? So what is Gurudev going to say here? Who can guess?
Beginning of Kali Yuga, all the sages assembled Naimisharanya for, what is the benefit of the Jews for Kali Yuga?
Yes. So Gurudev is going to talk about, this is Vancouver, 12th July, 96. There is no one more exalted than the gopis. First sentence. Because Krishna places his head at their lotus feet. Have you ever heard that Lord Ram placed his head at the lotus feet of Sita Devi? Have you ever heard Lord Narayan place his head at the lotus feet of Lakshmi Devi? Lakshmi Devi is massaging the feet of Lord Narayan. Have you ever heard Radharani massaging Krishna's feet? Maybe, but really Krishna is taking shelter of Srimati Radhika's lotus feet. Smara Gadala Kandanam, Mama Sirasi Mandanam, Dehi Pada Pallavam Udaram. It's the speciality of those in the line of Lord Chaitanya and those who are Rupanugas, followers of Rupa Goswami. They understand this. Jayadev Goswami was afraid to write this, that Krishna is bowing at the feet of Srimati Radhika. So Krishna himself wrote. Right? Without their mercy, will anything happen? Right? Most religions, they worship God, the man. The man. But God himself is worshipping Srimati Radhika. Krishna himself is worshipping Srimati Radhika. So we sing to both, Radha Krishna Pranam Mor. Radha Krishna together, they are our life. Krishna had some unfulfilled desires. He had to ask for something from Srimati Radhika. What was it? What is it? Anga Kanti, correct. Bhava Dyuti and Anga Kanti. The glory of Srimati Radhika's mood. How can we understand that? He wanted to understand. So he begged that from Srimati Radhika and her golden complexion. So Gurudev is saying, without Srimati Radhika, Krishna cannot do anything. He has to bow down to her lotus feet. Also, many other acharyas, they do not preach like this. Right? God. You worship Bhagavan, God. This is true. We should worship God. But who does God worship? That is Srimati Radhika. So Gurudev said like this, Krishna bows down at her lotus feet. Therefore, who is our Aradhya, our worshipful deity? Who? Srimati Radhika is our Aradhya, our object of worship. This kind of conception is only found in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. You don't find this. Some Hindus, they worship Shakti, but without Shaktiman. But we understand the highest Shakti and the highest Shaktiman, God, Krishna, and Paradevata, Krishna, and Srimati Radhika, but also that Krishna is worshipping Srimati Radhika. How glorious is that? So how is Krishna related to you? Interesting question. How is Krishna? Yes. How is Krishna related to you? Vrindavan, how is Krishna related to you? You should say, he is the prananath of our Srimati Radhika. Right? You hear this and immediately you remember Gurudev, right? This is very Gurudev bhav, Gurudev mood. How is Krishna related to you? He is the prananath of our Srimati Radhika. He is the beloved Lord of the heart of our Srimati Radhika. Gurudev is saying our. That means Gurudev is saying, I am in the group of Srimati Radhika. That's Gurudev's mood. Also, we should not think this is something that's only Gurudev's idea. This is Gurudev's reality. Gurudev is direct associate of Srimati Radhika, servant of Srimati Radhika, or Manjari. So Gurudev is speaking from his own internal position. Our relationship is only with Radha Ji. So you can see even how he's calling it to her. In a very affectionate tone. Radha Ji. She is our Praneshwari, Aradhya Devi and Sarvasya. So Gurudev is just going straight. Boom. Straight to the top. She is our Praneshwari. Praneshwari means the Lord of our hearts, meaning our life. Pran means your life heirs. Ishwari, the controller of our life heirs. Aradhya Devi, the goddess of our devotion. And Sarvasya, our all in all. What is the mood of those in the line of Rupa Goswami. Padabjayastava vinavaradasya meva nanyat kadapi samaye kila deviyache sakyayate mamo namostu namostu nityam dasyayate mamo rasostu rasostu satyam tavevasmi najivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya radhe tvam nayamam charanantike. Right? I am yours, I am yours. I cannot live without you. Knowing this, oh Srimati Radhika, please accept me as your own. We sing, Prana Nara Kibo Ar, Kripa Bindu Dhiya. Oh Gurudev, give me a drop of your mercy. What is the drop of Gurudev's mercy? What drop? Which one? Which drop of Gurudev's mercy do you want? Shirupa Manjari Pada, Se Mora Sampada, Se Mora Bhajana Pujana. That drop of Gurudev's mercy. Gurudev has that potency. Radha Sakhi Sangha Nivasinam. Oh Gurudev, please bring me into the shelter of, the association of, maidservants of Srimati Radhika. Very simple. So, why do we desire this? Krishna himself bows down and takes shelter of her lotus feet. He does austerities on the banks of Radha Kund to please Srimati Radhika. Chanting her names, he says, Om Radhaya Namaha, Om Radhaya Namaha, Om Radhaya Namaha. What would Krishna do when he would see the gopis coming to the banks of the pond? He would bring all the cows there. Therefore, you should not consider women to be inferior. Very nice. Okay. Yes. You should not consider women to be inferior. This should be the title. Should not. Men! Exclamation mark. If there is no Shakti, potency, then what can Shaktiman, the possessor of potency, do? Can he do anything? So Shakti is the feminine aspect of the Godhead, and Shaktiman is the masculine aspect. It's considered the potency and the possessor of the potency. If you don't have the power to see, to talk, to move, what will you do? Only the potency can do everything. Right? So you have your body now. How are you moving your hands? How are you looking? How are you seeing? How are you talking? There's some energy, some power. Who is that power? Bhargo devasya dhimahi. You chant Brahma Gayatri. Brahma Gayatri, Brahma Gayatri. Who are you worshipping when you chant the Brahma Gayatri? Srimati Radhika. That's why men chanting Brahma Gayatri. Ladies already worship Srimati Radhika. Right? Men have something extra to learn. Therefore they chant Brahma Gayatri. Gurudev said this is Radha Mantra. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. I meditate upon that energy of the Lord. That is Srimati Radhika. I worship that. This is the teaching of Bhakti Rakshak Shri Maharaj, Shri Gurudev. Everyone describes. This is the purport of the Brahma Gayatri. So, without potency, the possessor of the potency is like a wilted tree. You see like a tree that's dying, right? The potency is left. What is a dead body? The potency is left. Right? When we die, it means no more potency to live. And then the soul leaves. No more Shakti, let's go. As soon as Shakti is gone, let's get out. Time to go. So, because of his Shakti, Krishna is Rasik Shekhar, the topmost relisher of all kinds of loving mellows. Without Shakti, what can he do? Then he becomes Nirvishesh Brahma. Nirvishesh means nothing special. That's what it means. No specialities. God without anything special. Just an idea, just a so-called power, but really nothing. Right? The God of nothing without Srimati Radhika. Who do you worship? Nothing. Yes. What do Shankaracharya and his followers say? They say, oh, our Brahma is formless. Brahma doesn't have any qualities or specialities. Our Brahma doesn't have any mercy or rasa. Why? They don't understand Srimati Radhika. They compare their conception of Brahma to the sky. What type of a guru is needed? The various gradations of gurus were told. Today, I will speak something on this. If anyone does not understand what I am saying, then please say so. Imagine the scene, right? Gurudev sitting, in the early years, Gurudev would sit with a small assembly of devotees, right? And Gurudev would speak very strongly, very clearly, and say, tell me, if you don't understand, speak up. I'm not giving a class like an acharya. This is an ishtagoshti. Gurudev said this is a discussion. I have not come in the form of an acharya. This is an ishtagoshti for you all. You can think of me as a father or your son or your friend. There must have been some older devotees there for Gurudev to be their son. Gurudev was what, 75? Oh, there should be no reservation when friends ask another friend something. So see how humble and sweet Gurudev's mood was. Gurudev is coming from the spiritual world and saying, oh, I am like your son, I am like your friend. Don't have any reservation. You can imagine sitting with Gurudev. When Gurudev would sit on any place, he would have Prabhupada disciples sit next to him and he would sit and talk with them with so much sweetness. Right? When Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Roy met in the evening, Mahaprabhu tried hiding his identity. But Raya Ramananda is a topmost devotee. Mahaprabhu could not hide himself from him. So Gurudev is kind of indirectly saying, I cannot hide myself from you. But still, he's speaking like a friend. Mahaprabhu said, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya sent me here. He told me that you are a topmost Rasik and scholarly devotee. Therefore, I have come to meet you. Raya Ramananda replied, oh, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is greatly merciful to me. Therefore, he has sent you here to make my life successful. So what does this mean? Prabhupada called Gurudev to help all of his disciples, to help all of his followers. So Gurudev came by his request. Both of them were very humble. This is Vaishnavata. So Vaishnavata means we should have humility. The more humble one is, the more devotion he has. Right? Srimati Radhika says, I don't even have a little bit of prem. Imagine, one drop. One cannot be a devotee if he is not humble. Rain showers onto the mountain. Where does the rain go? If it's a stony mountain, the water does not stay there. The water collects at the foot of the mountains. Similarly, bhakti is where humility is. Trinadapi sunichena. Bhakti is where humility is. Therefore we say, Dantritina kori, holding straw.
I was listening to Gurudev's class yesterday, and he was asking people to explain Trinadapi, and the was explaining the second part about the tree.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I want you to hear about the grass.
Talk to me about the grass.
Yeah,
Mahaprabhu said, I want to ask you something. If a disciple goes near a guru, then he should humbly ask. Then the guru will understand what the disciple wants. Or else the guru will not answer the disciple's questions. And then Gurudev quotes this Gita verse, that you have to approach spiritual master and inquire humbly. And do what? Firstly, you should do service. Offer pranam and do service. Then you can faithfully ask to know the answers to your questions. Alright? You should ask like Arjuna asked Krishna. He was very humble. He said, oh, I am your servant. So now Gurudev says, the disciple doesn't know anything. Prabhupada writes in his purport, disciple who approaches Guru and surrenders and serves like a fool, he himself becomes Guru. Because he accepts his Guru as the preceptor who can give transcendental knowledge. And if he surrenders, then transcendental knowledge comes to you, then you can also distribute that knowledge you've received. You understand that I don't know anything. Whatever Guru Maharaj is telling me, that is my understanding. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Kuriyai Karanar Karihimoniyas. I'm not trying to be some great muni, some great philosopher, some great scholar or thinker. Whatever my Gurudev told me, that is my wealth. We have no plan. What is our plan? Transcribe and publish Gurudev's Harikatha, read and repeat Gurudev's Harikatha, go everywhere Gurudev spoke and travel and present that Harikatha. That's our plan. Simple. We don't have to create any philosophy, create an idea, become some great scholars. Gurudev spoke, Haribol. So then Gurudev says, oh, you have been practicing bhakti some 20, 30 years? So you can understand something. But still you don't understand. So then Gurudev is basically explaining the difference between different levels of devotees. Yeah.
We should accept the words like Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete.
Yeah.
But I've heard from like Vaishnavas previously, like like in Srimad Bhagavatam, it's like discussion, is happening. So is that discussion only when you're not understanding? Obviously you want to accept the words, but not blindly. Like you have to digest the Harikatha in such a way that...
Krishna, exactly. If you look at Gita, Arjuna would ask questions and Krishna would answer. Arjuna would ask questions, but he would also hear. And Bhagavatam is like that, by Vaidura Maitreya. Yeah, you ask questions and discuss. Yeah, this is good.
It wasn't like challenging, maybe it's more like upon realization.
Yes, this is Ishtagoshti. So Gurudev says, you don't understand what should be understood. Right? We should recognize we need help and not challenge Vaishnavas. First, understand our position. What are we in need of? What do we need to do? Understand the goal. It's kind of simple for Gurudev's disciples because he made it very clear. What are we in need of? You should ascertain the goal first. You should know what the goal is. What is the goal? What do we want? This is called sadhya. Right? A man who doesn't know where he's going, how are you going to get there? Right? Where are you going? I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know. Therefore, you should first decide, what do you want? That is the sadhya. The goal for all the souls is being asked for. So we are jivas living in different bodies. What is our goal? So Gurudev says, you should listen to what I have to say. Then you will realize that my instructions are very useful in your lives. My dear daughter, you should not go anywhere. All of you should come close and listen carefully, for I don't know if you'll have the chance to listen again. Who is that daughter Gurudev was speaking to? The first question Mahaprabhu asked was, what is the goal for all the souls? He did not ask for himself, he asked for the benefit of all the jivas. He wanted to have the goal for all the souls determined. What is our goal in life? What do you want? What are we looking for? We're looking for happiness. Right? We just can't necessarily find it so easily. We're looking. How will I be happy? We're always looking for ways to find happiness. How will we find happiness? Oh, this, that, the other, this place, that place, right? How to find Ananda. So Mahaprabhu teaches us how to find Ananda. What is that process? Sankirtana, Pitaro. Anandam Buddhivardhanam. We want happiness that always increases. That's why right? We want to get high. How high? Higher than the highest. Higher than the highest, but we want to never come down. Right? Like an air balloon that just goes out to outer space. So how do we get that type of Ananda? No matter how much we strive for happiness in this world, we always see that only misery comes uninvited. Krishna says in the Gita, just like you don't make great effort to suffer, it comes automatically. So similarly, material happiness will also come. But how can we get spiritual happiness? Life becomes a great struggle. Old age and disease comes. If a husband leaves his wife, or if a wife leaves her husband, or if someone steals everything you've earned, then you face various types of problems. Therefore, people are trying in many ways to become happy in this world. You see people, billionaires, getting divorced, losing half their wealth, and getting remarried thinking, I'll be happy. If not with this person, with someone else, I'll be happy. People today are trying in so many ways to become happy. Technology has advanced so much. So many advancements have been made. Gurudev would say this often, right? In the kitchen, we have so many advancements, right? Washing machine, dishwasher, pressure cooker, blender. Imagine if you didn't have a blender. How would you make your smoothie without a blender? You get all those frozen berries and smash them.
Chutney. I was thinking, like,
imagine you get like a stone.
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
What are you doing? Indraman's making a smoothie.
Yeah.
like badam milk.
Yeah, they do this in India. They have like a stone, one flat stone with like groove, like parts, and then you have another stone. And you smash your blueberries, and you smash your strawberries, and you smash your bananas. And then you use your hands.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you get the peanut butter, and you start mixing the peanut butter with the blueberries, and the turbinate and the sugar and the whey powder and the spirulina, and then you just start smoothie. How would you make a smoothie without a blender? You get the peanut butter and
when I was a child, before I used to think of peanut butter, I was thinking, how did they make it? Just like, I had some weird ideas as a child, like maybe I don't know,
yeah.
people chewing it.
So we have these advances. Why? Everyone wants to enjoy these different varieties of enjoyment, right? Didn't have any freezer, what would we do? How would we have ice cream? Also various means of communication. So we have something that's supposed to make our life better and easier. Now we have a phone. Day and night you can communicate with the world and absorb information. But is it making us happy? Depression rates are going up. You hear especially with kids, girls, young girls and boys, more and more depression, more suicide. So we're trying to be happier, but why are we becoming more miserable in general? Right? I don't know. That's here. So many advancements have been made. Although people are in different countries or continents, yet they can speak to each other in a matter of moments. This was in '96 where they were saying this, right? Did they have cell phones then? No, we'd pick up the phone and call. In India, we'd go to India and you go to the ISD shop, international calling shop, and it would cost like 9 rupees a minute and you call. Nowadays, Messenger, this, that, the other. WhatsApp, what's up? What's up? You're all gonna die. What's up? What's the news? What's up? What's the news? You're all rushing into the mouth of death. It is possible that what I am speaking here is also being heard in another place. We were reading this class today also, Gurudev said, oh, by the means of the internet, this Harikatha is going all over the world. Gurudev mentioned this also. It is very good. Many ISKCON devotees are always following me. They go anywhere I go. They think, what is happening here? Is Maharaj speaking against us? What is he doing? Is he making others against us? Yes. They're always thinking about me. We are sitting here, but news about me is reaching Delhi, Mayapur, and various places of America in a matter of moments. Who is this Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj? Oh, whose disciple are you? Are you a disciple of ISKCON, sannyasi? Oh, you're a disciple of Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. Don't tell anyone, or else you'll be banned. Right? You have to wear a badge. I am disciple of Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, and I'm sorry.
I think for the Canadian devotees, Canadians are always known for saying,
I'm sorry, eh?
I'm sorry, eh? Yeah.
Sorry, that's the Canadian version. Sorry, eh? You go in some temples and they look at you. Whose disciple are you? Whose disciple are you? Oh.
You make those badges just to be proud of it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, eh? All right. Laughter. Parentheses. Everybody laugh. So we always strive for happiness. Science is advanced. It's nice. This nice class. Gurudev started with like Radhadasyam and Krishna surrendering to Srimati Radhika, and now he's right here. Science has advanced in so much. Massive advancement has been made in transportation, communication, and medical science. Bodily limbs or organs can be replaced now. Yes? We can change. You don't have to be a man. You don't have to wait next life for Radhadasyam. Krishna Prem, very soon. I can do it also. I was talking about this in New York. I said, I'm going to be the first transgender sannyasi.
No, not good for preaching.
Hare Krishna. You can call me sannyasini. Right? This is okay. I want to be happy. Bodily limbs and organs can be replaced. A man's brain can be replaced by a monkey's brain. No need. Already there are monkey brains. I don't know. Gurudev said like this. Cue, laughter, everybody. So much advancement has been made. By the push of a button, the dining room, kitchen, bathroom, and all other rooms appear. I saw someone post a video where, like an apartment like this, they have like a wall, and then it comes out, and you have a bedroom, and you have your shelves, and then you can put by a button, you can put it back. Right? All facilities have been made. If you are in need of anything, then by using the computer, anything you want will come. Gurudev was like Nostradamus here, right? Amazon.com, right? And it comes to your door, knock, knock. Everybody hates Amazon with a passion.
Really?
Why in Radikunj every day it's like delivery train. And they go all around the temple. Is a, and they try to read the name, and then, is this? And they like go in the prashad, is this person here? And everybody's like, I remember in the Mat in 2005, you didn't have Amazon. Now Amazon is like messenger, the temple. Messenger.
That is fun.
Okay. Anything you want will come. By using these instruments, you will even remember things that you have long forgotten. Right? Much advancement has been made, but this has also created a very serious problem. The qualities of the soul have died, and so much emphasis is placed on the body. The qualities of the heart are love, humility, and politeness. Wow, those are the three ones he mentions. Love, humility, and politeness. Some people are lovely, humbly, but not polite, right? You know anyone?
Bosses like to speak a little harsh, right?
That's true. That's true. A person no longer thinks about his soul, the super soul, and the loving relationship between the soul and the super soul. In our media, you don't find someone talking about, like religion is not even like joked about anymore. It's just like it doesn't even exist in popular media, right? Mm-hmm. Movies, this and that. They don't even say, I'm going to church.
Anytime there's on the radio they say God, it's always like in a joking way, and then it's like double talked. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, and then there'll be like a bunch of other jokes to make you forget they just said the word God or something.
What has increased? The mood of eat, drink, and make merry has increased. So Gurudev speaking to some Indian devotees said, why have you left India? You were in India before. In India there is Vrindavan, Navadvip, Puri, and other holy places. You think about these holy places in your homes, then why did you leave India? There was no shortage of food, water, or clothing, but there was shortage of one thing. You thought, oh brother, I desire the worldly happiness that the Westerners have. We will go to Canada and earn money. We will stay in a good house and make our children well educated. The comforts obtained here cannot be found in India. If I am in India, then I cannot marry a beautiful lady unless I don't have money. Only if I have wealth can I marry a beautiful lady of high lineage. So I have to study so much. How much? I have to earn degrees, MA, PhD, DLit. Right? I have to become an engineer or a doctor. Then I can earn money in the Western countries with both my hands. How? Like this. This advancement of civilization means how to take money from other people for their hard work. The advancement of civilization. Then I can permanently reside here in this world. Why do you think like this? You want to obtain happiness. You left your parents and relatives for this and have come to this country to get happiness. But did you get happiness or not? We will consider this. Whatever you have done so far is to gain happiness, putting our lives at stake. We do everything to get happiness. There are some wealthy families in India, but they are also stealing. They are even put in jail when they are caught. They steal to acquire some money. More money, their stomachs are not full yet. Right? The more wealth you have, the more wealth you want. Right? No one is ever satisfied. Bhagavatam says, if someone has lusty desires and you think, I'll fulfill that by enjoying more. How much? Never enough. It's never enough. What do you want? Right? I own this skyscraper, but someone built one story higher than mine.
666 Fifth Avenue, I was looking at that.
Yeah. You know who owns that one?
Is
Yeah, I know.
Jewish guy.
The husband of Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, husband, Kushner. Okay. Jai. All right, let's read a little bit more and then we'll be done. Gurudev talks about the W's. What are the W's? In reality, what you think of as happiness is not really happiness, it is suffering. People fight each other for what? For wine, women, and wealth. They even kill each other for this. But these W's cannot give a person any happiness, right? We think BMW, and I'll be happy. BMW. right? www dot. Right? These are the three W's. It's the whole internet. Wealth, women, wine. www.com. Lust. Right? www.com. Right? This is life. You go on Times Square, what is it? www.com. I like to, when I go in the main downtown shopping areas, I like to look and think. For some store to be on that place, that means they have to make a lot of money, right? And so what is selling there, right? Advertisement, women, wine, intoxication, fashion, clothes, jewelry, how to look pretty, so I can enjoy, right? www.com. Gurudev said, these W's cannot give happiness to any person.
No, your spot at Granville, Georgia, is where the Hudson Bay is, where the devotees are kind of famous for. That was their Harinam spot.
What do they sell
Very
there?
close to here.
What do they sell there?
The Hudson Bay is like a very famous Canadian chain for like old shop, like furs and stuff. And it's very like mundane shopping mall. Like
Department store.
Internet is only com and org. Org means how to organize and control others, and how to enjoy. What happiness will we get by this? Gurudev says, we're not happy with one partner, so we leave that partner and get another. Does this make us happy? This other person's wife. If I can enjoy that one, then I'll be happy. What happens? That person says, knock, knock. Who's there? Boom. Knock, knock. Who's there? Death. Right? A person thinks, I will marry 1,000 women at the same time. Yeah, you imagine? 1,000 at the same time. Would you expand into many forms or one form, and they would all line up one by one? I do, 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 I do. I do.
Why did Krishna marry 16,100 names? Like Draupadi, I understand there was she was calling out Krishna came and saved her, but then
this is Krishna Tava. They had desire for Krishna. Only Krishna can satisfy everyone. Kamanira kam nahitabadam tahara malik kevala jada. This is Krishna's seva. Krishna's mercy. Will his problems increase? If you marry 1,000 women, what will happen? A person cannot satisfy even one woman. If he marries 2 women, then his wives will constantly fight against themselves. If ghee is the best, then drink a liter of ghee. What will happen? By drinking a liter of ghee, will a person not die? Even the doctor will not be able to save him. You can drink 1 liter of ghee. I don't know how much is the most ghee you've ever taken. Right?
Good amount, fair amount. Some halavas covered in it,
There's probably a cup or so in it. All right. Therefore, the things of this world will not give you any happiness. Happiness is something else. So we're not going to finish this class, but we'll get to what is happiness, and then we'll continue tomorrow. You can earn $10 million, yet you will only deposit the money in the bank. What will you eat? You will only eat rotis and wear the same clothes. That's why rich people, they're not happy unless they spend a lot of money on themselves. Not everyone, but a lot of them, Right? This gives you some happiness, like I earned it, and now I'm going to spend it on myself. But a person proudly thinks, I have so much money in the bank. When he dies, the money will remain in the bank or go to his sons who will inherit his wealth. The happiness you are chasing after is not really happiness. You should understand what happiness really is. People here feel that happiness lies in drinking wine, but this is ignorance. A drunken man lies in the drain and has his mouth cleaned by a urinating dog. The dog thinks, my territory. Mouthwash. And he wakes up. Right? It's mouthwash. In this condition, a man is like a stone. This is not happiness. Therefore, it is said that one should have a goal established in his life. But people say we are not qualified. Then are you ready to be in this same stage of devotion for 1,000,000 lives? They're saying, oh, chanting, but no taste, no taste, no taste. You want to stay like this for 1,000,000 lives? By listening, you will gradually become qualified. The Gurudev of the devotees who claim to be unqualified has written purports to the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So shouldn't they read these books while they are distributing them? Right? Who is their Gurudev? Swami Prabhupada. Read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Everything is there. I'm not qualified to read the book that my Guru wrote. What is this? Nonsense. They only distribute the books and collect donations. Shouldn't they open and read the books as well? Will bhakti only be obtained by distributing books? Sukriti will be attained, that is true. But the books you should read as well. Swamiji has never said that you should only distribute books and you should not read them. Has he written anywhere like this? Never. The devotees should enter deep into these books. They should ask the Vaishnavas about what is written in these books. Everyone wants happiness. But what happiness really is should be properly decided upon. Therefore, sadhana is not ascertained first. Pad Shlok Sadhyara Nirnay. Mahaprabhu asked, what is the goal of life? And with Raya Ramananda, he said, what is the goal of life? Then you decide what is the sadhana. Kriti Sadhya Bhavet Sadhya Bhavasa Sadhana Bida. Unless you understand your goal and then follow a process, you're not even doing sadhana. So for us, the goal is Bhav Bhakti. All right, so we'll continue this tomorrow. Oh, Gurudev is talking about Napoleon, about Hitler. Should we read one more paragraph?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Ramananda Roy replied, if one executes the prescribed duties of his social position, he awakens his original Krishna consciousness. So, Gurudev says, we are working hard for happiness in this world, samsara, but happiness will not be achieved by this. So we're working. But if we're working for happiness, we won't find it. Dharma is there. We should follow dharma. I like to tell people this idea, right? If you're looking for your own happiness, you won't find it. If you're trying to make Krishna happy, he'll make you happy. Right? We are finite jivas, weak. We are not infinitely powerful and capable of doing anything we want. So if we always are trying to make ourselves happy, who is helping us? Right? We're chasing our shadow, we're chasing a mirage. But if we try to please Guru and Vaishnavas and Krishna, right, then we can feel happiness in the effort to please them, and automatically Krishna will give us so much happiness we cannot imagine. How will happiness be achieved? Offer yourself at the lotus feet of Krishna, engage in bhakti, then you will achieve happiness. We are his part and parcel. Therefore, unless we serve and engage in bhakti with our body, mind, and words, until then we cannot be happy. So happiness is in realizing your relationship with God. I am part and parcel of the absolute truth. Until I realize my relationship with that absolute truth, I will not be happy. Never, never, never. Do you know who Napoleon Bonaparte is? He wanted to conquer the world. Hitler also wanted to conquer the world. He was wandering in the Alps and he was killed there. The British, Russian, and American armies caught him and drowned him alive in the ocean. Did he obtain any happiness? Oh, all of you know what happened to Hitler. What to speak of Ravan and others. They did everything to become happy, but everything they did only resulted in misery. Therefore, Ramananda Roy said, remaining in this world, you should follow your dharma, swadharma. By obtaining bhakti from your endeavors, you will be happy in your life. This is our sadhya. You should worship Vishnu, Vishnu bhakti. Is this the conclusion? Mahaprabhu said, this is external. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. Okay, so.
2008 again, we heard it spoken Ramananda Sambad also.
Vancouver also,
Yeah.
2008. Wow.